to me. This could get interesting. Know you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is this your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me. Let's sip on some wine. Discussion about future, the past, and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time?
Talk to me.
Welcome to the Talk to Me podcast. I'm your host, Dom Worm. And as you can see, I'm sitting here with my other two amazing and beautiful and very cool co-hosts. How you doing, AJ and Mercina? What's good?
Hey guys, look at us. We got the memo. We're wearing black.
Hey,
We're on point today.
the unit right now. We're a whole unit.
And talk about the synchronization. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know, right? Dom, first shout out to you. Happy birthday. Your birthday was yesterday.
September 27th. Yes.
Yeah, how was that? Talk to us about your weekend. I know there's some crazy stuff in there.
Let's go.
Damn, that was loud as a bitch. But look, you asked me how my birthday weekend was.
Yeah.
All right, so it was a great time. You know, great.
My boy's still recovering.
Out of all the places, yeah, I missed work today. I came back Monday. I missed work today. It was Tuesday. As you can tell, my voice is gone. Went from Thursday to Monday. I'm not super well traveled in the United States, but as far as the big places that I've been, obviously I live in the DC area. Been to New York, but I haven't really traveled like party in New York, but I've done a little bit in New York, San Diego, and Miami and Tampa. Out of all those, Houston got them by a fucking mile. That's just me. And I've been to Vegas. Personally, it all depends on who you are. Houston is the latest place I've ever been in my life. But I haven't been a lot of places. I think I have, but Houston was just different.
You hit the hot spots. So
yeah, I haven't hit Atlanta though. I think Atlanta's probably the only one that can probably compete for me for what I like. But no, it was a great time. Weather was cool. We ended up going to a pool party in September. Like what? But you know, Texas is hot. It just gave me like a lot of hip hop and like Latina vibes. So that's what type of shit I like. Like I'm not really into this is the last thing I'll say about Houston. I'm not really into the this isn't racist, so I'm not gonna give a fuck. I'm not really into like the all white crowds. That's not me. Like, going into an all white party. Yeah, still have or club. Yeah, still have their hip hop and pop music, but I like you know, Black and Latina. I like the hip hop culture. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Houston last year. I went to where you were at. Great time, like really good time. You know, Houston, it's true. They have good looking people, like men and women. That's what they say. No?
I didn't even have to say.
He's agreeing. That's
okay. Yeah, people have say like Houston got some beautiful people, women, men. I agree.
Yeah.
Dom, I guess, agrees after his trip.
I'm thinking.
I ain't been, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I gotta say it. I gotta see Atlanta though. But
okay.
So far,
like, come back to me on that.
Different. But how was y'all weekend?
Marcina?
It was good. Shout out to RJ Cinco, one of our friends. He graduated, doctor of chiropractic up in the Northern Virginia area. So I went to Daytona. We celebrated like it was like a TBT VCU party, like playing like Stack Cup and Flip Cup. When I tell you guys I haven't played those games since like years ago. Yeah, it was a good weekend. It was fun.
That's fun.
AJ, what about you?
Both of y'all had a lit weekend.
I knew he was out there.
Mine was nothing compared to that. I was chilling. Probably got on the game a little bit. You know, I need to step out this weekend. I think the past 2 weeks I've been chilling. So this weekend I'm going to the Falcons game Sunday. So we'll have something new to talk about.
Okay.
Come next week.
Nice.
I did something different. Yeah, they played a football team, so you know.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
In my head, it hasn't registered. I said football team, dumb motherfucker, but I ain't, you know.
Yeah,
the Redskins,
cultured and shit. Yeah, you trying to get there.
I'm still waiting to go to a Buccaneers game because I heard the Buccaneers games here are lit. And I have a couple friends who are season pass holders, and they asked me, like, you want to go? You want to come? I was kind of blown because the week my parents came was their first opening game against the Cowboys here. And I just, out of like respect for my parents, I was like, nah, like I shouldn't go. Like they just came. But my mom, once we saw the fireworks down the street, my mom was like, oh, there's a game. Like, did you want to go? And I was like, No. But I'm like, I'm really waiting to go. I heard those games are fun. I think one of the big ones that we play next month is Miami. So
That should be lit. Yeah,
It's
that
gonna
should
be
gonna
a
be lit.
lopsided game, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, but I want to go back to you mentioning RJ Cinco. When y'all have friends that take a totally different route, like us, we are 4-year bachelor students or whatever. We, as of now, y'all aren't in a master's. You don't plan on getting your master's in my mind. When y'all see that, do y'all be like, damn, I wonder if that life's for me or no? Or like, wish you ever done that? Or you don't even think about that at all?
Getting a master's?
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't think about that shit?
Nah.
I
did
do.
my school.
You ever thought about entertaining it?
For a little bit, I did. But maybe later in life, but like right now, I'm like, no, I'm kind of cool off that.
What about you, Messina?
So I wanted to actually, but I couldn't see myself going in right into a master's program right after graduating because it was just like a lot for me. I was like, I need a break. And then moving to Florida, I was like, well, if I do get my master's, maybe there's good schools here in Florida. So maybe I'll do that. But after talking to people, like the field that I'm in, like government consulting, I would talk to people and they're like, a master's degree is almost like a bachelor's degree, only like of course you get more money having that on your resume. But something that's cheaper and more effective can be certificates, like certifications and stuff. Especially you can just, put in some money, teach yourself and get certified. For obviously for medicine, yes, you need to go get your master's, your PhD, whatever route you want to go into. But for me personally, that I'm in like business and consulting, I feel like it's not like what you know, but who you have connections, you prove yourself to the superiors and like you move up the ladder that way and get the money you would essentially get. On top of that, your girl is still kind of in debt from VCU, from like my bachelor's. So I'm like, I'm not trying to, become more in debt. So like I'm solid where I am right now. I entertained it. Of course, my mom wants me to go into it, but it's just more like a title thing. Like I have a master's.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I were to do it, I would need to go like ASAP because once I, settle down and have kids and get into my 30s, I'm not going to want to go. That's like too late at that point for me personally. So.
I think so too. Because I think it'd be tough doing a full-time job and going and get your master's. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine a full-time job, then master's, and then you have a family to provide and care for.
God.
It's like exhausting. So I was like, nah, right now I'm off of it, but maybe I'll change my mind in a year, maybe not. We'll see.
Definitely on that note, shout out to the women and the males or men out there, doing both as far as family, kids, and getting your master's or just getting your master's because shit.
I give kudos to the ones who did it right after school, like right after bachelor's, and now they have their master's. Like, damn, it was nonstop school for you. While we, worked and saved money, they had to go straight into studying again. I'm like, damn, I don't know how y'all did it, but kudos to y'all.
All right. Let's get into it. All right. So I was reading an article basically that said best cities for singles. This was a list off of the apartment. I think it was apartment.com or it was an apartment list. They based it on local dating insights from the dating platform Bumble. Yet this study got a lot of backlash on social media. People from the DMV area were saying it was bullshit. What are y'all thoughts? So we was number one out of all the obviously major cities. We was number one. So the top 5 was like Washington, D.C., Boston, Atlanta, Minneapolis. See, I barely know how to say that shit.
I'm gonna let you slide though. You was rocking
Pittsburgh and Richmond, right? Yeah. So we was number one. We as in DC. I know y'all live in different places, but y'all rep the DMV area, whatever. So we was number one as far as best city for singles. How do y'all feel about that? Y'all really think we have the best city for singles?
I think it could be accurate. Looking at like the list that they have, like Boston. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are in Boston, but like I can't imagine like who's in Boston.
Yeah.
And then with like Richmond and DC in comparison, because I've been to both, like it's multicultural there. Like a lot of people get there from international places. So I feel like it's like more open and it's acceptable to that. And that's why it might be like best for singles, because there's so many different people that you get. Yeah, you got something to try out rather than like immediately when I think of Boston, like of course there's like other people there, but I think of white people. Right. Like I know DC and Richmond, at least from like my experiences, you can see something totally like different every day. But that's just
shit. Nah, I was literally just having a backflash when I said I don't like going to white clubs and bars. Kind of.
You know, it's weird though because
I've been going to all white clubs and stuff like that for a little while at one point, but yeah, it wasn't my scene. But keep going.
No, I was gonna say we can only go based off of our experience. So like having not some of us lived in DC, some of us haven't, but we partied there. We know what kind of crowd is there, what kind of people. Obviously, fast-paced business people, diverse. But I haven't been to Boston. I haven't been to Atlanta. I haven't been to Pittsburgh. I haven't been to Minneapolis. Like I haven't been to these places, so I can't really say.
True.
But taking the experience, I don't know why Richmond's up there. I mean, we all went to school there. It's like, not there's a lot to do, but not like that much.
Slow-paced city compared to like if I look at the rest of these.
Maybe they put Richmond up there, because it's very like cost efficient. Like it's cheap in Richmond. The more to do. Go on dates, but also DC is very expensive.
That's why I don't get this number one. It's like I always say on it. If you want to go out in DC, minimum you're spending $80. That's if like you know what I'm saying?
On yourself or date?
On a date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hell of a minimum. Like, I'm thinking like 100, 120, but we can go with 80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep it.
80 is a fair minimum. But going back to what AJ was saying, so in my previous jobs, the coworkers I met, none of them were from DC. They all come from different cities, different states. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where it makes sense, where it's like, it's a good place for singles because we all come from different places and we want, a lot of variety. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
In
on the
DC.
side, I might agree with it. I definitely say that. I'm kind of surprised LA's not in there at all.
I feel like LA's a whole different
as well.
You know what I'm saying? When I think of LA, I think of like a bubble in it, like in and of itself. Like more times than not, you're either chasing a big dream or you're filthy rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody from past.
That's almost like Miami. Like I was like, why isn't Miami on there? I think everyone's single is in Miami. If you're not single, you're either married or I don't know what's happening. But
the thing is, this is the best city for singles, though. I
don't know. I gotta visit them. I don't know. I'm just surprised. Like the two that we represent, DC and Richmond are up there.
Yeah, that's like AJ said though. As far as this is definitely one of the multicultural areas. Definitely. I would.
Have you guys ever been on like Bumble or Tinder? Like, do you guys like using apps to meet people?
In my pastime, for sure, I was on those checking, swiping. Bumble was a little weird. It felt like what was it? Like a B-lister to Tinder. Yeah, I don't feel like a lot of people were on Bumble like that. But
they have their own stereotypes. So Tinder is more like you find to fuck.
Again,
yeah.
In Bumble, the girl takes the first shot. The girls are the one messaging you first. So it's like it's a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Hinge, I haven't heard a lot about Hinge, but I've heard a lot of like couples get together from Hinge.
Hinge is the greatest dating app of all time.
Really?
Greatest. It's the greatest. Listen.
I'm not on either. Like I don't do dating apps, but I will say
from me.
I am on Bumble for girls. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, where you get friends and shit.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because when guys, like some guys I tell they're like, what? Like, you go both ways. And I'm like, no. Moving to a new city where you don't know anybody. I'm not the only one who's moved here.
I can't.
So
in Tampa though.
The friends I have now, like my girls, like a couple of them, I met through Bumble and we like hit it off.
Yeah.
There was one that wasn't like a good story, and I'm like, I cut her off. I'm like, that's too much. But it works for like girls because like I just don't see it happening for guys. I don't know why. Like, yo, you want to like link up, be friends? I don't know. Y'all meet people like naturally.
I think guys find a way, like wherever their setting is how they make friends. So like when I got to VCU, like I met everybody in the gym. So almost all my friends was like, I saw them at the gym, and then we ended up meeting downtown. It's like, that's the connection. Okay, cool.
Mm.
But the Bumble for girls, I think, is like a great idea. Like that's probably one of the top inventions on swiping apps for friends.
Yeah, Bumble BFF. It's funny because people ask me like, well, what makes you want to swipe left or right?
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
question.
is it the way they look? Do you want pretty friends? And I'm like, no, I don't judge people on looks, one. But I just read, obviously, well, first their age, because, me being 26, a lot of these girls are like 20, 21, 22 at most.
Okay.
But then I was like, I had to change my like age because like they're, fresh out of college. So of course their priorities are different than mine.
Exactly.
And then I look at like what they like to do and stuff, if we can relate. If they put like politics on there, I'm like, for what, So it's like,
I feel like that's real easy, like finding friends on there because you're actually looking for the bio because you're trying to find a friend.
I'm trying to find, similar interests. You like going to the gym, some people who love, they're like, oh, I hope some girls say I have a boyfriend, I would love to do double dates. And then I'm like, no, because I don't have a boyfriend, So it's like, I wouldn't benefit from that. Or even girls who have dogs. I don't have a dog. I can't go on dog dates and park dates. So it's like, that's how I know, right? Weird, but I like that. That feature is really dope.
You didn't fall in that little trap of, like when girls, move to a whole new state. Some guys can do it too, but I think this is more of a girly thing. Or if they move to a whole new area and they live by themselves, they get a pet. You didn't think about getting a pet?
I've been thinking about it for like 2 or 3 weeks now. It's because I'm always like traveling like back home and stuff. I really want like a kitten, a cat. I have a cat back home in Virginia. My mom was like, just take her down there. And I'm like, no, because she's been in the house for years. Like, I don't know, like 13 years now. It's like, I don't want to change her environment because she might get depressed. Like she's an indoor outdoor cat, but obviously she can't come out here. I'm on the 6th floor. If she goes out, she's gone. Jump off the balcony, some shit,
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to kind of start new, everything has been new here in Tampa. So I've been looking every day on different websites to find like a rescue kittens who need like or fostering. So I'm working on it. Maybe the next podcast or two, I'll introduce a new
little meow.
A new little meow. So yeah, I think about it.
True. Nah, I ain't gonna think. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about getting something like I said something, a little pet or something, but
it's a lot. A dog is a lot of responsibility. People have been trying to convince me, like, oh, why don't you get a puppy? Like, when I tell you guys, Tampa/Florida is just dog people. You'll see them in strollers. So I see more dogs in strollers than babies. They're all in like Starbucks. I kid you not. They're in Starbucks. They're at Publix, like the grocery stores. They just bring their dogs like it's like a baby.
I need to see a picture of that shit. In a grocery store?
Grocery store, coffee shop, in a stroller. Like the strollers are not for babies here in Florida. They are for dogs. So I was like, damn, I'm kind of missing out, but that's a lot of responsibility.
I never see you pushing. I'm slapping your neck. It's like, nah.
Oh my God.
I'm dead. All right. So look, man, speaking of kids or unexpected kids or just kids in general, I was reading an article, right? I was reading an article about Gabrielle Union, and it was an article. Yeah, it was an article about her newest book that came out called "You Got Anything Stronger." In one of the chapters, she says the me of today would have not have stayed with him as in D Wade, Dwayne Wade, NBA All-Star, Hall of Famer. So I believe they've been married for quite a while. But so when she states the me of today would not have stayed with him, she's referring to when they was on a break, he, stepped out in a relationship, or were they in a relationship when you're on a break, and got a girl pregnant. So the question is, how do you guys feel about breaks in relationships? Are they necessary? Should you have breaks?
I'll go first. Yeah, breaks. I don't believe in breaks. I think breaks are bullshit. You either want to be with the person or not. And if you guys have to work on each other, then do it without having the lingering person like in the back of your mind. Do your thing, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back because it'll be. What's meant for you is going to be for you at the end of the day. Breaks, you're constantly worrying about like, okay, y'all aren't talking. at all for like days or weeks, but you're thinking like, are they sleeping with someone else? Are they, in someone else's DM? It's just like unnecessary stress. So I don't believe in breaks. It's like, you do you, I'll do me. And if it's meant to be, we'll come back together. If not, then we're done.
That sounds actually very perfect.
Period.
I think that joint is very stress induced though. Like honestly, if you think about what a break is, and I always like think back to like Friends, when Ross was like, we were on a break if you watch Friends. But it's like, what are we at that point? You know, like you'll say we're together, but we're not, because you'd be like, oh, can I step out and do this? Like, it seems like it has to be another conversation to where like, all right, we're going to do our thing. And then you have to have a conversation on what are the rules to a break? Like, you might as well.
What are the boundaries? Yeah, you're right. It's more stressful than just breaking up.
Spoken about though? Like, before y'all go on this break, do y'all say you can't do this, you can't do that?
Yeah, see, and that's weird. Like, because if I'm already hot at you and we going on a break, I'm like, you can't tell me what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go do whatever I want to do.
On ass.
Yeah, so I think breaks are weird. You might as well just do your thing. I'm pretty sure, like, and honestly, if you say it's a break and you want to get back with them, you might as well not go on a break. You might as well just work it out.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go on a break, you probably should just go ahead and break up, because you want to do something that more times than not, you're going to end up wanting to do something that you can't do in a relationship. So why go back?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm with y'all for sure. But I'm not the relationship guy. I don't be no shit like that. But y'all, what y'all saying sounds great. It brings back a memory of one of my, you can say, guy friends or associates. They were this is sick as shit of all time. They dated for 4 years in college. 4 years in college. 4 years is normally, people that went to college is normally their best 4 years of their life. Saying they dated for 4 years. They go on a break, I think their senior year or after they graduated. And the girl that he was dating for 4 years, while on break, goes to another country with another dude. Oh,
set up.
My God. You mean that is the sickest shit of all time. Like, so just having that in the back of my head, like, breaks is basically essentially y'all breaking up. Not saying I can't judge all breaks off of that one relationship, but like still that's in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of would make you want to be like, yo, I don't know what she's doing. She unfollowed me on her Instagram. People gonna be talking like, damn, should I step out on a relationship? And if I do, should I tell her when we get back together? And would I be mad at her if she stepped out on a relationship? So what do y'all think about that? So while y'all on a break, say you go on a break and you find out, or she or he comes up to you and says, hey, while we was on our break for a week or two, I messed around with Brian.
I'd be like,
or Keisha.
And they dropped the name too? No, but this, I'm laughing. It reminds me, if you're on TikTok, it's that dude when he's talking to the cop and he's like, yo, we were on a break for 10 days and she had sex with another dude, you fucking slut. Like, it was 10 days. But like, yeah, if you go on for 10 days or 2 weeks, 14, whatever you want to call it, and get back together, yeah, I would say within like 3 months. Let's keep it within 3 months. Anything past that, I feel like y'all should be broken up. But if you're like still on and off kind of within 3 months, then like say the 11th week y'all get back together. She's like, oh man, y'all worked it all out, you hashed it. And she's like, like second month, like say 5th week. So it wasn't it was a month or something prior. She's like, I did a little something. I would probably consider. I would be.
I feel it. I'll be sick, but
there's time and space in between it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was like 2 weeks, we just got in an argument and you haven't talked to her for 2 weeks, and then you get back and it's like, oh, I did this. I was about to call out the name, but like, shorty, you don't.
Wait, I got a question for y'all. So, let's say within 2 to 3 weeks, y'all on a break. Mm-hmm. And by that 2-3 weeks, she comes back and she's like, hey, like, I want you. I realize like you're the one I want. But the reason why she realized that is because she went out with another guy or like kissed him and she,
Were we dating before?
It's like almost like when people cheat, where it's like they accidentally cheat and then realize they want to go back to the person because the person they cheated with wasn't good enough. So what if the girl came up to you after 2-3 weeks and was like, hey, I want to be with you, but I gotta let you know, like, I went on a couple of dates with a guy, kissed him and stuff, but I realized you're the one I want.
The only toxic thing, and this is real petty. If I did something more, I'm cool.
If what?
If I did something more than what she's saying, I'm cool. If she went out and did something,
no, you done something more. You'd be like, all right, shit, you kissed John, shit. But she ain't gonna know that.
Right? Who knows what she did? She could have just said, hey, I kissed him, but who knows what she did?
True. Very true. Very true.
Right.
But I'm asking, like, so y'all would consider it if she did something with some other guy within a couple of weeks of y'all breaking up and realize, okay, you're the one I want to be with. That wouldn't sit right with me. It's like, why do you gotta realize that?
Your rebound time's like 2, like a big rebound. You know what I'm saying? That's something she's probably been thinking about for a minute. I think, like, I don't know if he's the right one. Let me
start an argument. Yeah, I would overthink. I would overthink John OD and be.
It would fuck me up if she proposed break.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Let me get Timmy out of the way before we really get serious.
Exactly.
Mess with Timmy, now she back. Like, what?
Yeah, it wasn't everything I thought it was.
I would really be thinking about it crazy because I'm like, were you talking to this guy the whole time? That shit will fuck me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can do it. It's a hell of a hypothetical for me. Could you do it, Marcina?
Do what? To go on a break and then go on a date and kiss another guy?
No, come back. If bro was like, oh, while we were on our break, I did so and so, but like I realized I wanted you, Marcina.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like, why does something have to happen for you to realize how you feel about me? Why couldn't you have realized that from the beginning? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I probably wouldn't. No, it's like you pick your poison,
Yeah, for sure.
You stay with me and we work it out and then you'll realize I'm the one. Or if it takes another girl to be with you, like, oh shit, no, that's not who I want her. It's like, nah, can't use me like that. So no, I wouldn't consider it. The petty stuff, that's funny because that's a different story. Like that would be another hypothetical question,
Yeah.
But that'd be petty. That's a little toxic. That's a little toxicity right there. So we gonna leave that out of this discussion.
I could definitely see if that really was to happen to guys, but I don't know how guys normally are. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, Marcina. But if this was to happen and the girl was to take you back, it would turn into a hell of a toxic situation because they would just keep bringing it up any chance you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use it as ammo in a fight. Oh, but remember when you kissed that girl?
Yeah.
Or just like random shit. Like you go into the ice cream store and be like, oh, what are y'all options? Y'all got chocolate, strawberry, and she gonna be like, oh, you already had your options. You know what I'm saying? She would just do something like that.
Of course you like chocolate.
Like, yo, what the fuck does this got to do with ice cream? You think she's a snack Billy? Like, nah, bro. That got me fucked up. That's why let me stop.
The petty comments, oh my god, they're so funny. Are you guys petty? Y'all say some petty stuff. I'll probably say I'm the type to just say like slightly petty, but trying to be funny about it.
I can't be petty in that situation.
No,
because that's reminding me, and I'm like, let's make it as low key pointing out that you're a dumbass if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you're bringing it up to get on their nerves, but in the back of the day, you let it happen.
Came back, yeah.
You low key, it's like a self-inflicting fry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we put it that way.
That's a reminder that you're a dumbass.
Yeah, let me just remind myself that I brought you back. I'm an idiot.
That's funny. Well, speaking of a dumbass,
I was just about to say that, Dom. Speaking about a dumbass,
you got it. Do your thing. Do your thing, Queen.
The fact that we have it in our head, we're right here. We co-host.
Look at y'all. Lock in.
The dumbass we want to talk about. We shouldn't really talk about him. We're going to talk about him anyway. Is R. Kelly. I don't know if you guys watched the documentary a couple of years ago about, him being involved in sex trafficking with young girls. He threw his ass in jail. People canceled his songs on all platforms. It was funny. I don't know if this is true, but it's been circling that his net worth is negative $2 million. Like, my guy, how are you in the negative millions? Maybe he had to pay a lot of shit, but he just got found guilty on 9 accounts of like sex trafficking young girls. So, and it's, sad because his songs were fire. I'm not gonna lie, they were. But when you think about it, it's like, who is he singing that about? Y'all still listen to his songs? Be real. Ignition, Hot and Fresh Out the Kitchen.
I haven't played any of those, but I have this. I guess I shouldn't say this one. I'm a big fan of the Trapped in the Closet like little series. That jump is crazy. But I was about to say I don't know if I could cancel his music. I can cancel the person, but I don't know. Is that like against this?
That's interesting that you bring that up, but I feel like if you cancel the person but not the music, you're supporting the person while listening to their music.
And that was so take it off me for a second. With Drake's new album that came out, he had the song.
Cancel.
Leave home, man. Anyways, with Drake's album that came out, he sampled an NSYNC song that NSYNC sampled from R. Kelly. And on the song, they gave the writing credits to R. Kelly as well. Like if you go
what song is it? I didn't realize.
Hold on, let me see.
It's on his Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah, it's on Certified.
Oh, I wonder. I didn't even catch it.
So the song was TSU. So the background like vocals that you hear was NSYNC, but they said that NSYNC sampled the song that they were doing that he took was from R. Kelly. And if you go like to Apple Music, if you have Apple Music, the written by, you probably won't be able to see it, but they have like R. Kelly with giving him the writing credits.
That's crazy.
Damn, if his name is on there, they're probably gonna give him money, but I mean, My Help is -2.
Yeah, I mean, -2 million with TSU is probably not gonna help. But yeah, so I don't know where we was taking it with that, but cancel culture with R. Kelly, it's a tough subject, I guess.
It is. It's super sick. This is what I'll say. I with or without the charges, the sick ass charges. I don't be listening to R. Kelly anyway. But I guess to make this more personal, because I'm assuming, because Marcina, did you ever listen to R. Kelly like recently?
Oh, not recently. Not recently, no, but like in high school, yeah.
Yeah, he was a god for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's I guess make it a little bit more personal.
Make it juicy.
Yeah. So for me, my favorite artist of all time is either gonna be Lil Wayne or Drake. So I'll put it on me, Lil Wayne. So who's y'all favorite artist?
Let's say Cole.
Cole. Blink-182.
I don't know. Would you say Blink-182?
I'm trying to fuck.
I don't know. Let's just go with someone popular that always has good songs I love, like Ariana Grande.
All right, cool. Because like this is my thing. Man, like it's easy for me to cancel because he's basically already been canceled. I don't listen to his music. You know what I'm saying? But like if I'm at a function and it's playing, I'm not gonna run to the DJ and be like, yo, turn this shit the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll cancel him, like as in like, yeah, I can't even. How can you cancel someone you don't even listen to? But I'm not going to be super aggravated if I'm at a function that's on. And it sounds fucked up because he had a lot of charges. So to what extent would y'all cancel him? And then we'll get back to the question that I was going to ask.
It depends on their accounts, like what they're guilty for, what they did. Yeah. You know? Like obviously R. Kelly's, that was like extreme.
Yeah, no, his case.
Like young, like minors.
Yeah.
Not even fucking with them, but like recording it. You know what I mean? It's just that's like a lot.
Step with it.
Huh?
He went like an extra step, like not even to the fact that he was with minors, but for you to like record it for your personal gain and all that.
I forgot, man. I forgot all about it. He fucking, because I was gonna play a clip basically talking about it. It was gonna be like a minute clip. He also gave it feels weird even talking about it, but gave teens herpes. You know what I'm saying? Children herpes, like knowingly giving them herpes. Like, what type of bastard is that? Like,
that's on like an extreme level. Like, usually a lot of our favorite celebrities, they'll like cheat on someone, like fucking Tristan Thompson. He got a lot of heat for it. He did get a little bit canceled, but some people still fuck with him, I would think. right? Like he cheated
Yeah.
on Chloe while she was pregnant. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a big thing, like infidelity.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were married, but yeah, he got canceled for a little bit, but like what, she's back together with him or not, you know? So it's like J-Lo broke up with A-Rod one week, the next week she's back with what's his face?
Ben Askren. That's
Huh?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Forgot his name for a second. So it's like whatever, we won't cancel it, but to the extremes like that, like Bill Cosby extreme, R. Kelly extreme. It's like, why would you support people who are like that? They let the fame and the money get to their head. And if they weren't even famous or had money and that was just who they are, that's sick, you know?
Yeah.
So
this is the tough question. If this was your favorite artist, could you see yourself canceling them? Because like it's easy for me to not listen to R. Kelly. I don't listen to him. So
but if it was like your favorite artist and some shit came out and it came out to be true, I think it's like, yeah, I don't think like I would continue supporting them in the future. It's like you fucked it up for me, you know? It's like I expected you to be this person, but you came out to be this person. It's not who I portrayed you to be as an artist.
Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the day, people are like, celebrities are human, so we can't just make excuses for them because they're celebrities and we like their music. Right. You know?
True.
They're humans like us. So it's like almost like let's like what if your friend, like a good friend, did shit like that? You'd be like, don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? I didn't know you were like that.
Yeah, celebrities shouldn't get a pass just because they're celebrities.
Exactly. So that's where I stand on that.
That's a good comeback. If my friend done that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
if your friend did it and they're like, hey, please don't tell nobody, but I hooked up with this 14-year-old, you'd be like, my guy, what? You know?
Yeah.
Friends don't get passes either for doing really.
Like some people might have heard me saying I would have been doing it with them. That sounded crazy. But I would have definitely stopped that shit. It came out wrong.
You said it before, yeah.
And like, because sometimes I'll be saying shit on here, but people don't be hearing me retract stuff. So like, it need to be said. I would definitely.
Yeah.
Crazy celebrities, guys.
I need to hear what you say. Don't be dodging this question. Is this your favorite artist?
Yeah, no, I think it's really well when you put it into those contexts, and I think even with prior to when I was saying I listened to a couple songs from R. Kelly. When you don't look at him as human, I think that's where the disconnect comes in, where you're separating the music from the individual because you just listen to the music and not really looking at what the person is. But if you actually look at them as humans, which we should always be doing, like that shit is actually really fucked up. So, I mean, there's other people that I would listen to. If we're going off what I said with Cole, like, yeah, like if you put in that context, it'll be. I'm not saying it's gonna be the easiest transition, but it'll be something that I would like consciously work towards.
Yeah.
And I just want to I get exactly what you mean by looking at them as human, but you're saying that metaphorically. It's like those acts are definitely inhumane, and that's unacceptable in any way you look at it. I think if this was like Lil Wayne and he'd done that, not gonna say it would be easy to like never listen to his music again. It would be tough. It would be, being totally honest. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that, you know, when you hear a song, think of something, you think of someone, you think of it's like erasing memories, never listening to his music again. But regardless, you know, he done an inhumane act, and he should definitely take the repercussions as far as not being able to get my streams and money. Mm-hmm. It'd be tough, but I would definitely eventually have to get over it.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, Lil Wayne or Drake does.
Let's hope they don't fuck up. Say.
Fuck with your music, dog. Don't fuck it up for me.
I know. I mean, it goes for anything. Like, what if you got like a dope ass painting from a painter and artist, and then years later you learn, you know, something that they did that was wrong or bad. Like, are you throwing away the painting? You're taking it down, or you're leaving it in the house because it's just decoration, you know? Yeah. So it's like different ways to look at it.
That definitely gotta go, because people come in your house and see it. Because like really canceling someone, that means not listening to it when you by yourself and nobody gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real like cancel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like pictures, yeah, that definitely gotta go. That's an easy.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Shit. Anything else?
Damn, now it's Taco Tuesday. I might go grab me a taco.
Wow.
So yeah, we got some good tacos down here.
Yeah, that sounds real good.
Well, if you haven't, subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, RG, Apple Podcasts, fucking
We're on TikTok,
Instagram. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Fuck. Y'all got me fucking. Y'all don't even want to hear the bars. You remember I was like, yo, we get to 170, we give you bar.
They didn't even want to hear quick 4, quick 8.
It's all good though. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Talk to
me.
Yeah.